Officers in these organizations who have access to privileged information and/or can influence the outcomes of decisions will have to make a declaration before they can rent government properties managed by their agencies. The officer will have to declare that he has taken adequate steps to prevent any conflict of interest from arising, for example, by recusing himself from overseeing or processing the transaction.
My wife and I have 4 children, aged between 34 to 17. By 2018, 2 of them were married, and we were blessed with 2 grandchildren, and were expecting more to come. We decided to try to bring the entire extended family together under one roof whilst the grandchildren were still young. My children agreed, and we began this journey.
The first point, I'm paying market rent for now, number 26, and that is the critical point. But I will add, in fact, the answer is no. I'm not making any money from the difference in rentals. I pay for the rental of 26 Ridout Road, mostly from renting out my family home, but taking into account property tax, because the family home is now non-owner occupied, and 2, income tax on the rental proceeds, there is a net deficit. I top up the deficit. I am in essence using my previous lawyer's income to pay for the rental for 26 Ridout Road.
With SLA choosing to focus almost singularly on gross floor area and not total land area in its guide rent of black and white bungalows, including those in the most expensive and prime housing estates, comprising good-class bungalows, does this not represent a policy loophole that effectively is a special dispensation at the taxpayer's expense for individuals who can afford to rent black and white bungalows?
It's not a loophole. It is, when you say loophole, it suggests that it's a policy that has not been closed off, that for some reason, SLA chose to use GFA. I think if you heard my speech earlier, you will see that this is a market-driven consideration.
But I've not been the only one attacked. My son has also been attacked. Allegations online that the contract to renovate the Ridout properties, in plural, was awarded by SLA to a company where my son is the CEO. I don't keep track of SLA's contracts. My son tells me that his company does not have any contracts with SLA, nor did they do any work on the Ridout properties for SLA. You get these utterly false and defamatory statements. I say to these people, you want to come after me, you come after me. I'm perfectly capable of defending myself, and they will find out that I will defend myself. But leave my family alone.
Where ministers decide to live, whether they want to rent, whether they want to buy, these are personal choices. And thus I see nothing wrong with ministers renting properties from SLA, or for that matter from a private landlord, provided it's properly done and all procedures are followed. Therefore, when I heard that 2 of my ministers, Shanmugam and Vivian Balakrishnan, had rented black and white bungalows at Ridout Road, my assessment, without going into it in depth, was that I did not believe there was wrongdoing involved. I had every confidence that my ministers and the SLA officials who dealt with them would have done the right things and handled the rentals properly. Members have had full opportunity to ask questions and clarify doubts. The ministers, Minister Shanmugam and Minister Vivian Balakrishnan, have done nothing wrong, and they retain my full confidence.